Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I want to thank you for being part of our show. The political differences between President William Samoei Ruto and his deputy Rigathi Gachagua is becoming untenable. And it seems like William Ruto has left it to one man. It is now turning out to be a one-man show. One person has been identified to deal with Rigathi Gachagua. I know there have been people like Moses Kuria who started a long time criticizing Rigathi Gachagua and even telling him at some point that he was suffering from inferiority complex. And people like Waiguru have spoken once or twice. People like Nidi Nyoro have spoken once or twice. Even the most unexpected, the least expected people to speak, people like the Interior Minister, the Kithure Kindiki, Moses Wetangula Deputy, Speaker, even Musalia Mudavadi. But if there is one man who has been given this role, is the majority leader, Kimani Ichung'wah. Kimani is the one man who has decided that he's going to unilaterally deal with Rigathi Gachagua. Kimani called Rigathi Gachagua a villager. He said that Rigathi Gachagua is seeking to be a national leader, yet he's still thinking of village politics. And Kimani Ichung'wah yesterday stood on the floor of Parliament, National Assembly, and made startling allegations that Rigathi Gachagua is sponsoring senior bloggers to kind of prepare Kenyans that William Ruto might not reach 2027, and that should anything happen to William Ruto, then Rigathi Gachagua would be sworn in and then as the next president of Kenya. And with that, Kimani Ichung'wah was saying that there are Kenyans who would wish that William Ruto does not live to see 2027, and it is like he was telling people that Rigathi Gachagua is plotting to see the demise of William Ruto to eliminate him. Those were the startling allegations. Now today, he has taken those allegations even further and is telling the nation that Rigathi Gachagua is trying to sabotage the government in which he is the second in command, and is telling Kenyans that Rigathi Gachagua is spreading the news that William Ruto is a one-term president. And he's saying at night, Rigathi Gachagua is trying to rally support for himself and trying to sabotage and tell people that William Ruto is a one-term president, and during the day, he's pretending to support the president.
The people of Kenya during the day. Stop telling people at night that William Ruto is a one-term president, and you will marshal your community to undermine, to sabotage the government of President William Ruto so that he fails, that you become president. If you want to become president of Kenya, work in the position you have been given today to deliver to the people of Kenya, and when your time comes, they will see leadership in you. But if you seek to sabotage the government of Kenya for your own selfish ends, my brother, you will go absolutely nowhere.
Now, those are the allegations of Kimani Ichung'wah. When you read comments from Kenyans, others are saying that Rigathi Gachagua is right. Should he be telling people that William Ruto is a one-term president, then they are saying he's right. I want us to look at Kabando on Twitter, former Mukurweni member of parliament. Kabando is saying this: My Rafiki Kimani Ichung'wah, for the very first time and truly for once, I agree with His Excellency Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, that Ruto is a one-term president. Whether Rigiji says it in wee hours of night or in sunshine, meaning and outcome is the same. Ruto must go, and he's saying hashtag Ruto must go, Ruto 10 and 27 revolution and all this. So there are people who feel that it would even come out that Rigathi Gachagua is saying this because they're saying it is true that Ruto is a one-term president. And I want to tell you why this is really a very serious allegations. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you're watching us for the first time. Click the notification bell to allow YouTube to notify you whenever we release a video like this, and like our videos and help us share them to all our supporters. Allow me to thank you in a very special way. Ladies and gentlemen, these allegations are coming at a time when Ruto is at a loose end. He doesn't know what to do because Kenyans are truly and publicly rebelling against the Finance Bill 2024. Life has become very difficult. You know, investors are running away. It is really untenable. And people are saying William Ruto is the one who's responsible for all this economic mess. So when he tells us that Rigathi Gachagua is telling people that William Ruto is a one-term president, it only means one thing, that Rigathi is telling people that William Ruto has failed. That is it. And why do you think these allegations are coming at such a moment? We all know that there are sharp differences between William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. And you know, one thing that makes me happy is that this is a reminiscent of what happened between Ruto and Uhuru Kenyatta. He has been served his match. But the implication of this, because for someone, this is like William Ruto accusing his deputy of trying to sabotage his government, the same way Uhuru said that Ruto was sabotaging the very government that he was supposed to be serving. What exactly can happen? Because these serious allegations only carries serious consequences. What do you do when your deputy is sabotaging your government? Number one, this is meant to slow down Rigathi's campaign to unite Mount Kenya. And it's also meant to slow down his belief in one man, one shillings, one vote, because it is like a jet that has taken off. Rigathi Gachagua stole the show. And Kimani Ichung'wah is now realizing that he made a mistake by calling Rigathi Gachagua a villager. He has taken it and is resonating well with the people. So they are trying to slow him down. The government is trying to set up Rigathi Gachagua against Kenyans, especially against supporters of William Samoei Ruto, so that he's seen as one person who is slowing down development agendas and development programs. And it is also meant to prepare people, pave a very smooth way of dropping Rigathi Gachagua in 2027, because there's no way you can pick Rigathi Gachagua as your running mate when you have said that he is trying to sabotage you. Deputy President is the principal assistant of the president, joined at the hip. The Constitution does not allow William Ruto to kick him away. So when they go to 2027, we know that William Ruto does not want to retain him. People are saying that he is either preparing to take Kimani Ichung'wah, Moses Kuria, Ndindi Nyoro, Anne Waiguru, Musalia Mudavadi, Kithure Kindiki, or the governor of Homa Bay, Nyawangaya Gladys Wanga. There are options, by the way. But then, there are even more serious consequences. Number one is that they are preparing grounds to arrest Rigathi Gachagua. Because I have realized now that in politics, you don't rule out the possibility of arresting Rigathi Gachagua. Just the other day, Kithure Kindiki told us that they will not tolerate someone who is trying to divide the country. They will not allow. And he was referring to Rigathi Gachagua. You saw how Matiang'i was trying to keep William Ruto at bay. He's the one who was given that mandate in the Uhuru regime to deal with William Ruto. And William Ruto is trying to do the same, empowering the Kithure Kindiki to deal with Rigathi Gachagua. And therefore, there could be grounds to arrest Rigathi Gachagua. The consequences, I don't know, but they can do it. Just by, they could level some charges against him. Maybe you want to kill the president, because they have started it. If you are saying that Rigathi is announcing that William Ruto is a one-term president, William Ruto has failed, or William Ruto is trying to sponsor people to, try to prepare Kenyans that William Ruto would not reach 2027. So they could be preparing grounds to arrest Rigathi Gachagua. They could also be preparing grounds for impeachment to Rigathi Gachagua. They discussed Rigathi Gachagua in parliament, discussing his conduct when he boarded a KQ flight, economy class, to Mombasa. And they were annoyed that Rigathi could not even use a private chopper. And they discussed him. He was carrying his own luggage, a luggage that they claimed was bought at Isili at 1,500 shillings. So they could be, maybe the government is plotting to impeach Rigathi Gachagua on the grounds that he's sabotaging the government, sabotaging his boss. Those could be the grounds. Finally, there could be a deliberate effort to set up Rigathi Gachagua against the military, the loyal soldiers and the police and all that are loyal to President Ruto. Ruto is the commander-in-chief of all the armed forces. When you mess up with him, by oath of office, the military and the police will not like you. So there could be a deliberate effort to set him up against the military. But then, who knows? The military will always take allegiance, swear allegiance to the man in charge. William Ruto sabotaged Uhuru Kenyatta. And at some point, there's this group that did not like him from the disciplined forces. But immediately he was sworn in, they are now loyal to him. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it is serious. The differences between Rigathi and Ruto have reached the world. This push has come to shove. I don't know what is going to happen, but the allegations that Kimani Ichung'wah made are so serious and so startling and so shocking, and those allegations carry, weight and a lot of, some weighty consequences. But can Ruto arrest or impeach Rigathi? The answer is very yes. In politics, anything can happen.